Are in for a treat. It's a Thanksgiving edition of Celebrity Dish, and look who's here with us, Aaron, WKYS radio personality and Leah's Lemonade host, Leah Henry. Good morning.
Look gorgeous for Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I am feeling the jewelry, so festive.
Thank you. I tried to, I was like, let me put on a little orange, get into the Turkey Day vibes.
Awesome.
Ladies in red this AM. Thank you, producer Bregan just noticed.
Oh, yeah, we're killing it. All right, ladies, let's get right into it. Our trending story this morning, Megan Thee Stallion feuding with a former friend. Megan's ex-BFF, Kelsey Nicole, has released a diss track titled Bussin Back. Now, it's in response to the H-Town rapper's Shots Fired track off of her debut album. On it, Megan addresses the July shooting incident involving Tory Lanez. On her diss track, Nicole denies taking hush money from Lanez and claims Megan hooked up with someone she was seeing first. Megan seemingly responded to it all on Twitter with laughing emojis. All right, Leah, what do you make of this?
Ooh, let's get the lemonade ready because I am all into the Who Shot Meg, Kelsey, Tory, what's going on? So I think, Kelsey was the last missing piece of the puzzle per se, as far as everybody kind of speaking on the perspective because we know the night that Megan got shot, there was 4 people involved. It was a security guard, it was Tory Lanez, Kelsey, her best friend, and Megan. And we all know that Megan and Kelsey stopped following each other. So there was some shade and people were kind of trying to figure out, and Kelsey had been saying that she was going to do an interview to do a tell-all. She never really did that. So this diss track is, supposed to be her response because Megan did throw shots at her in her album throughout, not only in Shots Fired, but throughout the entire album. And so it's interesting. She did do an Instagram Live last night as well, claiming that, Megan stole somebody from her because in Shots Fired, Megan insinuated that Kelsey wanted all the men that Megan wanted to be with. So, there was already rumors that Tory Lanez and Kelsey had a thing going on, and then Megan started messing with him. So that's kind of allegedly the root of where this all comes from. So, let's be real, though. There are 3 sides to the story, and, the truth is the 4th. So all of them have kind of said their story, and it's not really aligning. So I'm kind of feeling like we'll never really know unless somebody really tells it all.
Right.
It's a serious situation, and I hate to see friends not friends anymore over a man. So I hope that they can all make up, especially the 2 women.
Yeah, especially Kelsey and Megan because, they went to college together. Like, when Megan really started to become popular in Texas, Kelsey was like one of her friends on campus, and that's how that friendship started. So it's unfortunate because, Megan's now a 4-time Grammy-nominated artist. And, when you watch somebody from the very beginning, you want to, make it to the end with them. And unfortunately, whatever happened this night clearly changed all of their lives. So hopefully there's a resolve.
Yeah, well, sometimes people are in your life for a reason and a season. And speaking of seasons, cuffing season is among us, and people's sexiest man alive may have a new boo. This makes me sad. TMZ snapped a pic of Michael B. Jordan touching down in Atlanta with Lori Harvey. Here's, that's the cover of People, but the TMZ photo, it shows Jordan and Harvey getting off of a Delta flight yesterday from L.A. to Harvey's hometown of Atlanta. Then they loaded their luggage in a car and just rolled off to somewhere beautiful, and I'm sure they're spending this holiday together.
How did they meet? I want to know.
Good question.
The industry is small. Everybody knows who Lori Harvey is. She's beautiful. Right. Everybody wants to be with Lori Harvey. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Okay, she was with Future and did not have his 8th child. You're doing amazing, Lori. Keep it going. She's young. She's beautiful. She can do what she wants to do. And clearly she's doing what she wants to do.
Yeah, and they would make a cute couple. If People magazine had cutest couple alive, they would be on it a million times over.
I'm planning their wedding right now.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's a beautiful couple. Yeah.
Gorgeous. They would make some gorgeous babies too. But anyway, we're thinking way ahead of time. Let's talk about TRACI Braxton's Twitter account because it looks like it got shut down after it was hacked, but not before the hackers fired up some crazy tweets. Our friend at the Jasmine brand, she actually has a receipt. She kept some of these tweets. One called Tracy's sister Tamar a horse face and a moose face in a tweet. Another tweet asked for donations for an alleged family in need. And plus, there were some others talking about the Illuminati and conspiracy theories behind the deaths of Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson. Crazy stuff out there. Tracy, she did go on IG, though, to tell everyone she got hacked. Her account is now private with 0 followers. Unfortunate. Leah?
Yeah, they've just had so much drama in the last 6 months of their lives. But I mean, I will say how convenient while the show is on that her account gets
Think of
hacked.
that.
Just saying.
And it has us talking. It made the headlines.
I do love the Braxton sisters, and I wish them much success in 2021. It has been a rough year.
Yeah, they've had enough real life stuff happen than to get hacked and all this made up crazy stuff floating out there in the blogosphere. So we're hoping for the best for them. Absolutely.
All right, you guys ready for this next story? Because it is a hot mess. Drew Barrymore facing backlash after airing a wedding between a teacher and his alleged former student. The Drew Barrymore show aired a surprise wedding Friday between Dan and Selena, a couple that had to cancel their wedding due to COVID. Sounds nice. Well, the couple had a really vague backstory. They said that they met through mutual friends in school. Easy enough. Well, once the wedding aired, people came out on social media to say that Dan met Selena in school when she was his 17-year-old student in a high school physics class. Neither the show or the couple has responded to those allegations. Gotta feel bad for Drew because I'm sure they had no idea that was the backstory.
Research.
I was laughing not at the misfortune of Drew Barrymore, but what are the odds that you try to do something really nice for a couple and they give you this vague story we met a couple years ago. And then it was a student-teacher relationship. The scandal. Oh, my gosh.
And the fact that people actually reached out to the show to shade the couple and say, do you know how they met? And you put this on TV just goes to show you that it must have been the scandal of their town.
Oh, yeah, it had to have been. And, Drew's show is still relatively new. And then you have something like this.
Well, and they're saying her ratings are already struggling.
Yeah.
She, just in the last couple of weeks, her viewership has went down 38%. And they said that producers are looking to actually send their resume other places because the writing is on the wall.
That's a big drop.
So
that's a shame.
This is not what the Drew Barrymore show needed at this current moment.
No.
Not at all. All right. Well, the Real co-host, JEANNIE Mai, is counting her blessings after undergoing emergency surgery following a near life-threatening diagnosis. We remember this about 3 weeks ago. She was forced to withdraw from Dancing with the Stars because of a massive abscess that was growing in her throat. Following a successful surgery, though, she had to rest and stay quiet for 2 weeks. But right now, she's dealing with a new issue. She says, and we're told, she's underweight and malnourished, and that's because she's had to eat a lot of cold soups and a lot of juices because of the recovery. But the good news is she is recovering, and we're glad to know that.
Yeah, it was scary. It was an emergency surgery, so and it was just random. She had no idea. She said she was misdiagnosed twice before she actually had to be rushed into emergency surgery. So I'm just glad that she was able to catch it and she was able to recover. And she's back on the Real now. So speedy recovery, JEANNIE.
Yeah, I think it's called epiglottitis, and your throat basically closes in. And she was saying that if she waited another day, she would have had a different outcome. So I'm just glad that she, went to the doctor again and they figured it out, because that would have been horribly, horribly wrong.
Keeping her in our thoughts and prayers, and definitely a happy Thanksgiving for her recovering, so that's good to see. Next up, Jennifer Lopez isn't afraid to bear it all for her music. The 51-year-old, get this, look at that photo. She is 51. We all have no excuses. She shared the cover art of her new single yesterday featuring Lopez completely naked. Surprise, here's the official cover art for the hashtag In the Morning. That single drops Friday. She captioned the image with highlighted Lopez's muscular physique. Look at that. My goodness, I can't take my eyes off her. The only accessory was her huge diamond ring from fiance Alex Rodriguez. I didn't personally notice the diamond ring the first time I saw this, and I will say, considering I have my sweatpants out for later and I ate a cheesesteak to stretch out my stomach to eat more Thanksgiving food, looking at that somehow I feel like shames me.
I'm going to let J.Lo take it.
What is Quarantine 15 to Jennifer Lopez?
I know. She puts us all to shame. I'm going to do an extra crunch up to get that extra biscuit at the table later.
Oh, she's superhuman for sure. But listen, A$AP Rocky is in the giving mood this holiday season. The rapper personally delivered 120 meals to families at the Regent Family Residence. It's a homeless shelter on Manhattan's Upper West Side. Don't worry, though. He followed all the COVID-19 safety protocols when he delivered that food. A$AP Rocky holds the Regent very close to his heart. He and his mother stayed there in the early 2000s. That's how you give back.
I know. What a way to, commemorate Thanksgiving.
Great to see him using his name for good, right?
Right, absolutely. Love to see it. And, you know, considering, let's not forget, a year ago, we were talking about him being in jail in Sweden.
We were.
You know, at least he's using his time, you know, to
Big
get
come
back
around.
now.
He got a second chance, and he's giving back that second chance at the place that gave it to him and his family. So I love to see it go around. Thank you so much,
And on a
Leah,
happy
for
note.
Thank you,
spending this
guys. Happy
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Happy
with
Thanksgiving.
us. All right. We're thankful for you.
Yes, thankfully for you guys, too. Thank you, guys.